recognition. Can you please stand for recognition? Honorable Chris Valiomonsi, Minister of ICT. Honorable Mololi Mukasa, Minister for Public Service. Honorable Peter Lokeris, Minister for Karamoja. Honorable Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabira, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development. Honorable Hajat Misa Kawanda, Minister for Kampala. Honorable Matia Kasaija, Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development. Honorable Jim Moez, Minister of Security, is around. Your Excellency, we are joined with the Honorable Minister Helen Nadoa, Minister of State Fisheries. She's also around. Honorable Wino Chakulaga, Minister of State for Agriculture. Honorable Okasai Opolot, Minister of State for Energy. Honorable Bright Ramirama, Minister of State for Agriculture and Animal Industry, is around. Honorable Beatrice Akero, Minister of State for Economic Monitoring. Honorable Joyce Nabosa Sebugwao, Minister of State ICT. Honorable Balam Barugahare, Minister of State Children and Youth Affairs. Honorable Anifa Kawoya, Minister of Health and General Duties. Honorable Sinja Victoria, Minister of State for Local Government. Honorable Jennifer Namuyangu, Minister of State Bunyora Affairs. Minister for Bunyora Affairs. Honorable Magode Ikuya, Minister of State for East Africa Community Affairs. Honorable Mugasa Grace Mary, Minister of State Public Service. Your Excellency, we are also joined by the Honorable SEC members. Can you please stand for HE's recognition? We have the members of Parliament and members-elect, members of Parliament-elect. Can you please move forward so that we wave to Mzee and Mama? Your Excellency, we have the former national leaders. Your Excellency, we have Dr. Nelson Tugume and your dear wife, together with the Inspire Africa Group, the senior presidential advisors, the clergy. Your Excellency, we have Father John Baptist Trinom Juni, Bishop Kamwesje Stempson, Sheikh Saleh Kashangire, Bishop William Magambo, Bishop Onesmus Asimwe, Right Reverend Nathan Aimbisiwe, the RDCs, RCCs, deputies and assistants, service chiefs, district leadership, the LC5 and the technical staff, district NRM chairpersons, the people of Ntungamo, business community, the people of Western region, parish leadership, local leadership, all the NRM family, the media fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. The Lord is good, and all the time. Your Excellency, Babidi Emile Babalanda is my name. By the grace of God, I'm the minister in charge of presidency. NRM Oi! NRM Jew, President Museveni Oye, President Museveni Nera, Mama Janet Oye, Ntungamo Oye, Western Region Oye, Uganda Oye, East Africa Oye. Your Excellency, it is with this deep honor and a profound sense of national pride that I stand before you at this historic mustard seed liberation at 40 celebration hosted here at Ntungamo under the gracious stewardship of Dr. Nelson Tugume and the Inspire Africa Group. Your Excellency, today is more than an event. It is a testimony to the power of vision, perseverance, and faith in one's country. It fittingly coincides with the National Resistance Movement's Liberation Day of the 26th January 2026, as we mark 40 years of freedom, stability, and transformative leadership under your guidance. The mustard seed philosophy we celebrate today finds its clearest expression in your own life, Your Excellency. You rose from a young student, humble family, and political enthusiast, driven by conviction and courage to liberate Uganda from the tyranny and despair of past regimes. Today, you stand not only as Ugandan president, but as a continental statesman and a critical champion of region and African security. In a remarkably parallel journey, Dr. Nelson Tugume rose from a humble boy and enthusiastic farmer in the hills of RWASHAMAIRE village to become the architect of Uganda's most ambitious Coffee Valley Addition story. What began as a heartfelt conversation with his mother, like what Your Excellency, you've been hearing what he has been telling us, on coffee prices at their family farm in 2014 has grown into a national dream, one that has mobilized farmers, inspired youth, and repositioned Uganda on the global coffee stage. Through Inspire Africa and the Africa Coffee Park, Ugandan coffee has moved from the smallholder farms of Buganda, Ankole, Bugisu, and Kigezi to the shelves of Turkey, the United States, and China, where it enjoys zero tax entry and unprecedented global visibility. This is how nations rise, when private ambition aligns with national purpose. Your Excellency, this investment reflects the very essence of your wealth creation philosophy, empowering Ugandans at all economic levels to participate meaningfully in development. Africa Coffee Park is fully aligned with National Development Plan 4 and Vision 2040, where coffee stands at a strategic value chain capable of driving us toward a tenfold $500 billion economy. It boasts vision to make Uganda the #1 coffee tourism destination, generating $1 billion annually, is both timely and transformative. Allow me also, Your Excellency, to pay special tribute to Mama Janet Kataha Museveni. Her tireless work through USO has uplifted women and orphans across the country, while her steadfast advocacy for faith, family, and moral restoration has helped anchor Uganda as a God-fearing nation with strong values. Your Excellency, the story of Uganda's liberation and the story of Uganda's economic transformation are deeply intertwined. The both stories of mustard seeds planted with faith, nurtured with sacrifice, and grown through visionary leadership. On behalf of the organizers, Your Excellency, and these are the Inspire Africa Group and a grateful nation, it is now my singular honor to invite you, Your Excellency, to address this distinguished gathering. I humbly invite you, sir.
the honorable ministers, members of parliament, the entrepreneurs, and all the people who are here. There is a disease in Runyankore which is also mentioned in the Bible called Echejuiso. Echejuiso in Uganda is called Echikulukuto. Now the problem of Africa, what Tugume was telling you, is Echejuiso. It is a disease of hemorrhage, uncontrolled hemorrhage of blood by women. In the Bible, they talk about it. How Jesus healed a woman who had Echejuiso. So this is the big problem of Africa, the hemorrhage, where you have had Tugume telling you what I've been telling you many times, where you sell a kilo of dehusked coffee called kase, and you get $2.5. And somebody takes it and roasts it and grinds it, and he gets $40 from the same. You heard how Tugume went to the US and found coffee which was 250 grams, a quarter of a kilo, but from Kapchorwa, but for which he paid $79. This is the hemorrhage. It's not only for coffee, it is for textiles. This shirt I'm putting on is made from Uganda cotton. A kilo of cotton would where they have removed the seeds, what they call the lint, they would get $1. But when they make some shirts out of the kilo, somebody will get $20 or $15. So this is the battle we are talking about. That's why the GDP of Africa is laughable. Africa is a land which is 12 times the size of India. You can put India into Africa 12 times. You can put the United States of America into Africa 4 times. And now our population is now 1.5 billion people. But our GDP is only $3 trillion, the whole of Africa, $3 trillion. The GDP of the United States, you can check on the internet, because for you go with all those telephone. Me, my telephone does not have internet. Mine is a capability like this. But you can check yours. The GDP of the United States must be like 32 trillion. There are only 300 million people. So 300 million people in a land area who are like 1/5 of Africa, in a land area which is one quarter of Africa, are earning 30 times more. They are 30 times richer than us. This is a big shame. Big shame for all the intelligentsia, all the leaders, the political, the religious, the cultural, all the leaders should really wake up. Now, poor Kasiate, your MC, was mixing up issues. The when I go back to my economics of 1965, at that entire where you say you were, they would teach you that the 4 factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is recognized in all economics. But, so an entrepreneur is a coordinator of the factors of production. But what do you coordinate if you have nothing to coordinate? This is where science comes in. If you don't have what to coordinate, if you don't have people who know how to make shirts, who know how to roast coffee, who know how to remove oxygen from iron ore and make steel, what will you coordinate? You must have something to coordinate in order to be a useful coordinator. So there is no contradiction. The social science has a role, but the base of any progressive society is science, then you add the other, what we call the superstructure on top of it. Now, therefore, people like Tugume are very useful, and I want to thank Tugume for being provoked, because you can see he had ignored my messages. I was talking, and he was not caring, until he went to the US, and he was shocked, and then saw the price of the coffee, came back and asked the mother. Mother told her what we get. That's why he was provoked. Then he said, by the way, this old man has been talking, maybe he's talking sense. So I'm glad many people are waking up. That's why the word renaissance makes sense. Rebirth of knowledge. Africans to start gaining knowledge again of how society should be. So I want to salute Tugume and his colleagues, and we have given them all the support, and we shall give them more support. I want to check what the problem is with the electricity, why it has taken long. Is there somebody from electricity here? I saw Kasai here. What is the problem?
Your Excellency, we have a solution to Dr. Tugume. We know that we have power in Mirama Hills, where we are exporting some power to Tanzania. And we're actually constructing a line, a dedicated line to this factory. What is the problem that we have is financing.
Oh,
Otherwise,
how much do we need for that?
I've got to get it from my engineer.
So I'm going to follow it up also. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the water from Kahenje, who is handling the water?
Your Excellency, since power had taken long, we agreed with the board that we take it on a private sector format on the water issue, especially the support you gave us, we diverted the funds to cater for water, and in the last 2.5 months, we've done the procurement of water treatment. The pipes, all of them are out there. As you will go out, you'll see them. And we will be able to see 2 million liters pumped every day in the next 1 month. And that's how, Your Excellency, the private sector works. We're able to turn around the water issue in 3 months because it has been managed by us. So that is handled, though from the resources that we could have used on the project.
Put back those, give you back, kushumbusha, we shall kushumbusha you. Okay, so now that people have woken up on the change we saw, Africa can be saved. And if you see, the imports to Uganda are getting less and less. For the first time, our export earnings are more than our import bill. We have got a surplus. So that is the hemorrhage. That is how we're losing money. You can imagine Ugandans buying powdered milk from Denmark. We were importing powdered milk from Denmark, importing shirts from I don't know where, everything, even furniture. Furniture was being imported from Dubai, from where? So how would the country grow? You are earning less from what you are producing, and whatever you are earning, you are sending back to Okshaka. Okshaka everything. So that's why people like Tugume must be saluted. I thank you, and I wish you good luck. You are talking of entrepreneurs. Where are they?
Your Excellency, that is the list I am going to read of the 6 awardees present here today to receive their Mustard Seed Inaugural Award 2025. Your Excellency and Mama, allow me invite Honorable Bright Ramirama to come forward, who is going to award the first award to an entrepreneur by the names of Jennifer Mwijuche. In the interest of time, we had a prospectus and curating of each entrepreneur, but I believe time may not be an ally on our end, but we'll invite them to receive the award and move over there as guided by protocol, because when we are done, we will take a group picture. Mr. Minister, please. May I invite the entrepreneur Jennifer Mwijuche to come forward and receive your award. Please, let's clap for these fearless, groundbreaking entrepreneurs. I am going to invite, with humility, Dr. Cedric Akwesije, the MD of MHS, to step forward and award our next entrepreneur, who is Hao Wang. Madam Jennifer Mwijuche, you will come forward and stay here, because as a holding space, before you are guided by protocol on where you will go to take a group picture with His Excellency the President. So Cedric here, Dr. Cedric is presenting the award to Hao Wang. Or am I pronouncing the name in a difficult way? But yes, Hao Wang. In the same vein, allow me invite Honorable Minister Chris Varyomunsi to step forward and award Florence Zan Chunfeng. Cedric, I think your awardee has donated the award to you, so So you'll be with it as a representative. But now Honorable Chris Baryomus is going to award Florence Zan Chanfeng. A senior member of the NRM by the names of Haj Hassan Basajawaraba. If you are present, please step forward to award the representative of one of our awardees, Idro Taban. Mr. Idro Taban Jr., please step forward to receive the award of your entrepreneur dad from Haj Hassan Basajawaraba. As that award is being presented, with your indulgence, Your Excellency the President and your dear wife Mama, I invite Dr. Lim Lim, the board chair, to step forward and award Barack Oland, the representative of Barack Oland, who is David Molinga. Dr. Lim Lim, like I said, you were too good in what you do, they named you twice. Lim Lim. Thank you. And the final award shall be presented by Her Excellency the Ambassador of Ethiopia to Uganda. And this award goes to Ashish Monpara, who is represented by Ishan Patel and Rajan Patel. Please, let's be courteous and clap for the awardees. And with that, Your Excellency, with your indulgence and guided by protocol, these awardees will join you for a group picture so that they are interred in the Hall of Fame as the first awardees of the Mustard Seed Award. And after that group picture, distinguished guests, with humility, we shall thank all of you for attending this great event. And at a personal level, to tell Your Excellency that I stand guided on your wisdom in as far as our debate is concerned. But I also want to thank you for usually making it a point whenever I be an MC at an award ceremony or any event where you are, to take cognizance of my sometimes not very informed viewpoints and guiding me, and through that, many others stand guided. Now, distinguished members, considering that this is going to be an annual award, I believe that next year, many of you will be part of a picture such as that as the award gets into the national calendar as an annual event. And so without further ado, distinguished guests, we will all be upstanding for the anthems in reverse order so that then we allow for the departure of His Excellency the President and his dear wife, who we all fondly refer to as Mama Janet. Thank you. And as we bid farewell to His Excellency the President, all guests are requested to stay behind and allow His Excellency and Party to depart. We have other engagements lined up for all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's hope. Thank you, Crane performers. Now is the time where we open the party, ladies and gentlemen. Please, we are all requested to stay behind for hospitality.
Buterevu ngukulisayo nnyo entungamo President Museveni ne mchala we Janet Kataha Museveni